What is going on, killers? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm Killer Kurt and this is Street Slayers. What we're doing today is we are doing a budget 2-valve build, and I'm going to follow along. This isn't really a how-to. This is just more of how I do it and a couple of little technical tips along the way. So, okay, so what do we got here? This is a short block. Now, as you can tell, well, maybe you might not be able to tell, I'm just going to let you know, this is a non-performance improved block. So majority of the time, or I'm going to say 100% of the time, they are Romeo. You can tell, let's see, get my flashlight out here, hold on, give me 1 second. See that R? Romeo. Okay. Now, a lot of discrepancies on what is the difference between a Windsor and a Romeo. Basically the plant, a couple little odds and ends. One is not better than the other, in my opinion. Yeah, that basically it. So, now how I can tell that this is a non-PI block is by the pistons. I'm going to show you the difference in, where is a rag? As you guys can tell, my garage is a mess from this being the place where 2 valves come to be reborn again as of lately. Oh, come on, man. I'm just going to slide this in there real quick. Now, there's a visual difference. That is a PI piston, non-PI piston. This is why this makes this a non-performance improved NPI short block, makes a better build. Why is that? Well, when you put the PI heads on this non-PI short block, I'll get that out in a minute, it bumps up the compression to about 10.5 to 1, which is significant over factory. Now, this steel block here, there's not much difference in the steel blocks over the years. It doesn't matter if it's Windsor or Romeo. The Windsors usually have a W stamped somewhere in the valley. I'll show you a couple other 4.6 blocks over here. This is this right here is a what they call a WAP block. It's a Windsor aluminum plant block. It is significantly lighter than the steel blocks, and this right here is a Texid block. This seems to be the more sought after one. Now I'll show you one of the differences that you're going to have to do if you want to use this as a 2-valve build. You see that right there? That is a coolant passage that one does not have. So what you want to do is just keep an old head gasket, wrong way, dipshit, still the wrong way. There you go. Now you know where to drill. So I will keep that up there so I know where that's at. So now we're going to move on to the heads. These are PI heads. This one needs to be cleaned up. I'm going to go through it. Once again, I'll get my flashlight out. Now I've looked down in all the intake ports and looked at the valve guides, and I'm going to check out the valve springs and the retainers and the the valve seals and all that. Now to do that, you're going to have to get online and find you a nifty little tool like this. Basically, this is made by Eurosport. It's pretty, oh my God, I need to get organized, or definitely a better working area. I'll flip this around. So basically, you can get 4 of the valve springs out with this tool at one time. You bolt it right there to the cam cap towers. Same thing right there. And you basically just follow the instructions on how to push that down. It comes with this little magnetized, see, it's grabbing my little little magnetized screwdriver there. Yeah, so I'm going to go through the heads. Now, here is one thing I'm going to tell you about these heads. These heads are not side specific. I do not care what anybody tells you. There is no scientific data that proves otherwise. The only thing you have to do is, see right here, this is where the tensioner goes, and basically all you do is you switch everything to back here, and it, you know, makes a right head a left head and a left head a right head. So there's that. There is no difference between a Romeo head or a Windsor head at all, except for the valve cover pattern. I can't remember. I think like one is like 10 and the other one's 11 or something like that. But you might think that you have one or the other, but it really goes by the well, here I got some valve covers right here. We'll show you the difference. See that one? That's the this is the passenger side one, and this is for a Windsor. This is the driver side one. Now you notice on a Windsor, the fill cap is on the passenger side, a Romeo is on the driver side, and you see where the front 2 bolts are, but that goes into the timing cover. So it's easy to get it confused, but like I said, it's all interchangeable. You just have all the trim pieces. Now you can see I already have this head assembled. It's got all new everything, believe it or not, and I'm using a Windsor cam and a Romeo head because it is interchangeable. That's a BBK shorty header. I have a couple other headers laying around here that I'm going to use. I've been building a lot of these 4.6 2 valves because they're cheap. I can jazz them up to about roughly 300 horsepower with this type of build, and I put them on Marketplace and they go like that. Why? Well, because 96 to 04 GTs are becoming more affordable. There's a lot of people that don't have the budget to spend on a Coyote car. You know, I could probably pay my house off with as much money as I have sunk into my Coyote car. And if you look over there, see them 2 boxes, that's more Coyote parts because I'm building another one because I'm an idiot. Not really an idiot, but you know what I'm saying? It's like a financial idiot. But this stuff is cheap, man. You get it on eBay or, you know, this is a part of a gasket kit. There's another gasket kit. There's a timing kit. I have tons of parts over here, over me building these for so long. I mean, I keep it all. And right here, these are lash adjusters. It does not matter what it does not matter what vehicle you have. A lash adjuster for these or a lash adjuster. It doesn't matter if it's 2 valve, 3 valve, 4 valve, whatever. They all fit. They all do the same. And they go in these little holes. That's how I prime them with oil. I just soak them for as long, I just set them in there and forget about them. There's no sense in storing them in a box. As long as they're in a safe place. So I'm going to show you over here that I have, these are all, I believe these are all right head, yeah, because I have the right head out. Yeah, right head. Those don't have any cam sprockets, but I have brand new ones right there. So, I have more put up. I keep this stuff stockpiled away. So anyway, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get my calipers out. Let's see, where the hell are they? I'm going to get my calipers right here, and I'm going to grab a couple different cams from over here that come from different vehicles, and we're going to do some measuring. Alright, so the first cam that we have in this head is a Mustang cam. I know for a fact that it is a Mustang cam. I pulled it out myself. I don't know if that's going to show you or not. Let me see if I can get the light to... Let me see, put the light away. Anyway, you might be able to make it out. I polished that with my Dremel. Basically, it says 1L2Z6250DA. I believe that's what it says. There's a couple other stampings over here, but no other part number. Now, I know that some of these came with a part number, and some of these come with a stamping number. But anyway, regardless, this is a PI cam out of a Romeo Mustang engine. Get my tripod to work here. I'm going to show you on the cam sprocket. You'll see that, shit, maybe not. That right there, it says RH, right head. This is a right head. Now, how you can tell is, well, this is obviously the intake side. So there's that, and it's set up for the tensioner on the front. So let's do some measuring. Now, I'm going to show you something, because these instruments are so sensitive. I will do multiple measurements on each load. So this one right here is going to be, well, if you follow the valves, this one is going to be an exhaust valve. Come on, man. Such a pain in the ass to get this case open. Alright, now turn this on. It's digital. It's set in inches. I'm going to make sure it's on 0. Now, you have to understand, this is not the most accurate way to measure a cam, but you get a rough estimate. That is going to show up as 2.19. Okay, so we'll measure, once again, this is an exhaust, and then, so we just measured the top of the load, and now we're going to measure the base. .9. Now we're going to go to, let's just do, for shits and giggles, how about we do this? How about we move on to the next exhaust and see if it's the same? Because sometimes you're going to get a couple thou difference. Like that. See? 2.18. Still in spec. .18. Alright, let's move on to the exhaust, exhaust, exhaust. Zoom on. We got 2.18. Alright, enough with the exhaust. Let's do an intake. .16. .89. If you saw that good enough or not. Once again, I'm not even looking at the camera, so I don't even know if this is showing up. Alright, so I'm going to zero that out. I'll put this cam back over. Now this cam is no good. You can see that the journals are scored up really bad. Oh, real quick, I will show you. This is the cam that we were just doing. This is the cam that we are putting in the head. Now you see the difference. That one has a bolt. That one is pressed on. This is a Windsor cam. Now we're putting the Windsor cam back on. The pressed on cam gear. All right. Now, hold on. Before we even get started, I'll find the part number for you. Okay, here we go. There is the part number. Now, I really wish you could see that clear, because I really don't want there to be any discrepancies on what you think I'm telling you. There's a good view of it right there. It says XL3E6254. It looks like a A7C. Usually they say ABC. That is definitely not a B. I'm going to get as close to it as I possibly can, and you probably still aren't going to see it. But anyway, from this angle, you can definitely verify the numbers. Now, you can run them numbers all you want to. These are not Mustang cams. I know what these came out of. These come out of an F-150, a 2003 F-150. And I pulled them myself. Once again, we'll check the cam gear right head. All right. Now, .19. Let's measure this one. I'll keep turning it. They're all going to come out a little bit different. .19. 2.18. All right, and now we're going to measure the base. That is, I'm not. So. 1.89. Now we're going to move on to an intake. I want to be accurate. I'm going to measure them on the same spot, well, as close as I can get it. .17. .17. Now we'll measure the base. .89, and we'll do one more. .89. Now, I don't want to mess this cam up. I'm taking this cam, I'm going to sit it back over here. Now, this cam came from a Crown Victoria. go ahead and look. I will show you that it says right head. This is also a Romeo cam. Right there. Now let's see what we can find here for a pot number. Now, this one says, I don't know if you can make that out, but it says 1L2Z6250AA. I believe the last one, I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and I'm not going to go in depth in this. Just going to do really quick measurements. We're not going to measure more than one. We're just going to measure one intake, one exhaust, and call it done. Because, like I said, I don't want to waste too much time on this subject. Turn it on. Zero it out. .18. Come on, man. 1.89. Now on to an intake. 2.17. I'm sure if I measured another one, it would probably be 2.18, but it is within spec. 1.89. Let's see. I'll do another one just for the fun of it. .18. 1.89. Like I said, this is where two valves come to be reborn again. I have another one outside waiting for me to get busy on it. I take my time on these things, guys. This is like my therapy. I like tinkering. It gets it's my drug, you know. I don't deal well with the outside world so much sometimes, so I just come out here and I enjoy the peace of quiet and tinker and mess with things and be happy. So try to think if there's anything else I need to go over. Nope. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm going to do rings, mains, and rod bearings. Put all new gaskets. See what shape everything else is in. We're probably going to do freeze plugs. I'll show you guys how to do freeze plugs and whatever else comes along. But we're going to make this quick, easy. Throw it on Marketplace, make a little bit of coin, and move on to the next one. If you like what I'm doing here, man, just give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment below. Ask questions. I have no problem answering questions. If I don't know, I'm going to refer you to somebody that does know. So yeah, that's the video. See you.